Jay, what was most disappointing in your start?
Well, to a man, not one of us was anywhere near where we needed to be to start the game. You don't draw it up giving up 2 goals on missed assignments on the first 2 shifts. We gave up a goal at the start of the second period as well. We fought back and made it a game, but we can't feel good about that in any way because you scored 6 goals in a game and you found a way to not win it. So there's a lot of things for us to clean up, and we'll go through the tape and give our team something.
Is that too reminiscent of that 9-5 game a couple months ago?
Yeah, a little bit different. We scored on the first shift in that game, and it was 3-2 at the end of the first period. But bottom line, too many goals against, and to a man, all of us can be better.
Bottom line, we got 9 even strength against you last game. They got, I think, 7 tonight.
Yeah.
That's obviously way too many.
Yeah.
Beating you on the power play, that's fun.
Yeah.
What do you miss?
Well, we scored 6 even strength as well, and that goes to my point of we scored 6 goals, and that should be enough to win the game. There's a lot of things that we can do better, and we will.
So you've played 2 excellent defensive games to close out the last series.
Yep.
So it's clearly not a game plan thing or a physical thing. It's a mental thing. You started slow, and you guys just couldn't turn it around somehow.
I would say physically, I didn't like the way we skated in the first period. I didn't think we were on our toes or assertive in any way. Mentally, for sure, we missed some assignments. We got pushed off a few pucks. In the end, we weren't good enough, and they made us pay. The one thing that we talked about was not having any independent contractors. So when the game got to 4-1, 5-2, I thought our team did work to make a game of it. But in the end, as I said, we scored 6 times. There's no way we should not win that hockey game.
It's so frustrating. You get it to 6-6 and then.
Yeah. And in between periods, we talked about the team that's going to get to their defensive game first was going to win that game. And, we turned some pucks over after it was 6-6, and it ended up in the back of our net, so not good enough. As I said, we scored 6 goals on the Calgary Flames in their building, on their starting goalie. That should be enough. That should be enough to win the game.
The physical element of this series, everybody knows it's going to be physical.
Yep.
The team wasn't hard enough tonight at all. You got a few guys that you look and say, hey guys, we got to get collectively as a group.
Well, I think that goes to Speck's comment. I think it was physical. I think it was a physical attachment to the game early. I think if you look at the game sheet, Connor led our team in hits tonight. It's a good thing for him because he's playing hard. But we can have more physical attachment to the game. To me, that's not even the finish check or the scrum. Sometimes it's just the 50-50 battle. It's body position, net front, how hard you are around your own blue paint, how hard you are in front of the other team's blue paint. We weren't good enough to a man, all of us.
Jay, it seems in a series like this against a team that plays this way that guys are going to have to play a little bit uncomfortable.
Yep.
Do you have enough players willing to play uncomfortable?
Not tonight. We weren't good enough tonight, Ryan. I didn't think our power play was good enough either. That's a form of our toughness as well. If a team wants to take liberties for us to be able to sting teams on the power play, I didn't think we were sharp. I thought it was symptomatic of the rest of our game. In the end, we scored 6 even strength goals. We should win that game. And to me, in those type of situations, you should be hanging your hat on your defensive details, and for us, they weren't there tonight.
So does this game just hit you over the head after the last 2 games you played, saying, where did this come from? The last 2 games against LA were so good.
Yeah, I think what we realized is tonight was worth 1 game. We're 0-1 in the series. We have a lot of really good leaders for players. We're going to go back to the drawing board and address some issues that showed up. We'll work at our game, and we'll be ready come Friday night.
Their penalty kill, Jay, is very aggressive.
Yep.
Your power play, you didn't like the Christmas. Is it the Christmas, but is also, you just have to match the work ethic, and how do you beat that aggressive PK?
Yeah, I think, in the regular season, we handled it pretty good. Tonight, I just thought it was symptomatic of the rest of our game. Thanks, guys.